Kaboom! My name is King Legacy, the 7-star general, the host of Yard Settings on Selassie Radio, an award winner as well, and an MC for Legacy Sound International. Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, tune into the Lion Voice, because time to tell our own story. So are you me, man? The lion coming on and boom and tell its own story. Africa and the world. Tune in, Lion Voice.
Go.
Hello, my name is Debbie and I'm speaking to you straight from the Kweku Artist Search Studios at Selassie Radio. I'm a producer and you know what time it is? It is time for the lion to tell a story. Tune in and don't go anywhere.
I want you to stand up and clap again and show your appreciation for what has just happened here this evening. Make your voice heard. Ancestors who traveled with you, the ancestors who brought you here, the ancestors who lived and died, let them hear you tonight. Let the President of the Republic of Ghana know that you appreciate what was done here tonight. We want to thank Almighty God, Nyakapon, Nyame, Ethiopia. Jehovah Sabaoth, we want to thank the Almighty for having blessed us with a leader who had a vision called the return. And when that return turned into a splendid, phenomenal affair, he went beyond. And we're in the middle of that beyond. And that we have a leadership with vision. And he commanded his ministries, his officers, his personnel to come together in partnership to make sure that we, the diaspora, know that Africa is our home and that the return was not just a cliche. The return was not just empty words, but the return is real. And what has been done here tonight, in clapping your hands, it is the sign of a victory because we have overcome. We are a symbolic number that has overcome thousands of hours of conspiracy that went into making sure that this moment would not happen. We have overcome billions of dollars that have been invested to make sure that you would never trace your steps back to your motherland and back to Africa. But tonight, Ghana has claimed another victory. And you are part of that victory. You are part of that vision. You are part of that victory. Your sons and daughters. Nobody can erase this from the chapter of history. Nobody can erase this from the legacy.
Well, Lion Voice, tell them that's the people first choice. Lion Voice, make the lioness them feel nice. Lion Voice, with the lion cubs we sacrifice. Lion Voice, got to show the people them the life. Lion Voice.
Well, great is the Almighty, and greatly to be praised in the city of Haile, Selassie I, the mountain of His holiness.
Yeah, from Cape to Cairo, from Timbuktu to the Nile, you know, the whole entire continent.
Beautiful for situation, the joy of the whole earth is Mount Zion, from Accra to Addis Ababa.
Yes, beautiful continent, better control, mama.
Very beautiful.
From Cape to Cairo, from Timbuktu to the Nile, I smile for Mama.
I hear you call Mama Africa. Been so long since I see Mama. Father of Africa set the law. The lion come and dismantle Babylon flaw. We gonna use solar energy, use sanitation to build the ecology. We utilizing green technology.
You're one of over 500 Ghanaian citizens.
Hey.
Give thanks, you know.
Giving thanks,
Share
man.
a few words with the family, you know.
I'm just giving thanks, man. We've been in Africa 4 years, finally attained citizenship. Now we're making Africa great again. Forgetting making America great again. We're making Africa great again. Diaspora is here. We're here to build and we're here to grow. Give thanks and praise to the Most High for granting citizenship.
Yo. This is it. What a great day. All right. Queen Mama Rita, you here? Getting your citizenship. Tell us about the experience.
Woo! Very emotional. Wonderful. Glad to be here. Give thanks to the ancestors and the Most High for this opportunity.
Greetings in that divine name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I. Glory and honor in the name of His chosen Queen, EmpressMenen. My name is Kwasi Bansu, aka the Dejazmatch Kwasi, aka Ras Kwasi, aka the Reading Ras, aka the Pan-African Happy Man, a creative industry attorney. I'm an author, I'm an artist, I'm an actionist, and right now I am the host of the Lion's Voice. Welcome to the Lion's Voice and welcome to the Lion Voice Network, where the lions are telling our own story. Family, we are racing toward 15,000 subscribers in the Lion Pride. We are in the midst of a global war escalation, but tonight we are reasoning about repatriation. We're reasoning about the alternative, what is emerging. I want to not be doom and gloom. Some people say, boy, you're a fearmonger talking about Armageddon war. I want to just be clear. I am confident in the victory of good over evil. We're confident. And those who know, if you're not a casual viewer of the Lion's Voice, you'll know that central to this platform is the building of Zion and creating the alternative to Babylon. And tonight we're going to look at that. You've seen the footage. We have exclusive footage from in the recent ceremony, citizenship ceremony that took place in Ghana. We had 2 of our Habesha family that were granted citizenship. We have a Habesha alumni, Ras Trey, granted citizenship. So, you know what I mean, powerful happenings at the same time that, you know, we see war in Europe, war in the Middle East. We also have to recognize what's happening on the continent, Ghana leading the way. This was part of the Beyond the Return initiative. So people know that there was the year of return in Ghana right before COVID. And I always tell people, if COVID did not happen, there would have been a flood of Africans of the diaspora into Africa. COVID kind of stopped it. Ghana generated over $1 billion that year from the year of return. So successful that they launched Beyond the Return, and what they've been doing is they've been granting citizenship to batches of people who are over in Ghana. And this is the largest so far that they've done at one time, 534. Our brethren Bingishan, who you've seen on this platform multiple times, he was granted his citizenship with his family in one of the previous batches. And trust me, this is the things that as RasTafari Global Family, we want to talk about. So we're not just here to talk about the Armageddon war. No, we're not just a reactive platform. Our thing is about building and raising awareness to the global Rastafari family that this great return, it's happening. I don't want anyone to ever doubt that this great return is going to happen or look to the future. Yes, it's going to increase, of course. And with the next 4 years under Donald Trump in America, trust me, that return is going to accelerate exponentially. The investment, particularly from African Americans into the continent, is going to be tremendous. So prepare for that. And we're going to cover as much as possible. I'll be making a journey to Ghana in the new year at some point. So, Lion Voice Network will be showcasing on the ground footage. But, just let the family know things are happening. And what I want to get across is that we are lions. So as lion, we survey the territory. We have to be aware of everything that's happening on the face of creation. That is what a lion does, particularly the male lions in the pride. They circle the territory, make sure that there are no threats, make sure that the females can hunt and prepare the food in peace. We're not ostrich, meaning we don't put our head in the sand and pretend that war or Armageddon is not on the way, and hard times are not in store for the majority of the peoples of the earth, even as Africa emerges, out of her dark past, and the internal conflicts that are raging, as those are squashed. We don't put our head in the sand. We acknowledge the Gideon War because many of us are still scattered in the former colonial powers. So it behooves us to be aware and to plan accordingly. So we're going to talk about that on the platform. But we're not stuck there, so we have to also keep our eye on the prize. And I want to just commend Ghana's President Nana Addo, because there are a lot of people can criticize him, how the vaccine was handled, all of these things. However, when it comes on to welcoming forward the brothers and sisters in the West, Ghana is in the lead. And I was reasoning with my brethren, Bingishan, and we're saying what's going to happen is there's going to start being a competition where the African countries are going to start competing for that diaspora dollar for ones to come forward, because it's a win-win scenario. When you have black tourism, black people coming in to connect with their heritage, they're spending money. And when they're spending money, it's going to help their economy. At the same time, black people in the West, we have been pumping money into Europe, Mexico, this, that, and that don't help us. But by investing, returning home, we can help Africa rise. And a lot of us, are going to see our true wealth on the continent. The opportunities that are there. Those industries in the West are already mature. You cannot enter into those spaces. You don't have the capital. But on the continent, there are a lot of areas. There are a lot of places that need investment, and you can go in on the ground floor, invest, leverage your diaspora dollar, and you can create real wealth, generational wealth. So those that hear the call, those are the ones that are going to get the opportunities. And so today, in today's episode, we're talking about the great return. And, for the biblical ones, there are so many prophecies that talk about this great return, When we talk about Isaiah 43, when we talk about Revelation 18, when we talk about Deuteronomy, I think it's Deuteronomy 28, There's so many repatriation, the return is built into the biblical narrative. When we talk about the outreach of His Majesty, we just had a powerful episode about the EWF and how His Majesty established the EWF, calling black peoples of the West in an organized way. Big up Elder Ronald Pennycook. If you have not watched that episode, you need to take it in. It was so powerful.
What we say, history is gone, We can't do nothing about history. History is history, right?
Yes.
But we are now in the technological information age.
Yes.
Yeah. So we think we know about the bully. Because of the information age, all of them the information out there now. We never know about them when they run down Marcus Garvey and run down the Federation long time ago. We are the bully, hey, the bully, in charge, Yes, they want to look out for anything when not belong to America, Yes, man. And they have done it. They have turned out a brilliant society of black Americans.
Yes.
Yes. No, there is more that they can do. I will really love to talk to the bully about that. More that black Americans can do. Yes. And not to mention the fact that we have secured for them, each one of them, family, 25 acres of land in Africa. Yeah, for all of them. Yeah, bully everybody. Yes, 25 acres of land in Africa. And hey, one part of the land, 2.5 acres, is for your house and garden. And the other 22.5 acres, you can decide what you want to do with it later on. The instruction that So you can decide what you want to do with your 22.5.
What was that instruction from? When you're talking about instruction, what instruction are you talking about? Let's cook the pot, bubble it and simmer it proper.
From the Ethiopian government. We have documents that say that. Yeah.
What year did this document come out and which government? Because we have
1970.
Okay, this was when His Majesty was on the throne.
Yes, man. Yes, man. All of them think that. Yeah.
Mighty episode. Big up Elder Ras Pennycook. We're gonna bring him forward. There was so much history to touch on, and he really sparked something because this reasoning. How do we engage the black elites in America and the black elites in general? Because as many correctly said in the comments, and we had a lively reasoning in the comments. Go to the comment section on that video and drop your sound. As many said in that comment section, the black elites have sold out black people historically. So how do we form an alliance with this class of people who historically have sold out the race for their own interests and have not invested in the race, not invested in their people? This is one of the things, but as the elder said, we need the skills, the capital. They have so much that they bring to the table. So this is going to be an ongoing reasoning that we have here on this platform. I like the difficult reasonings, and I like the reasonings that we're not having so much. I don't want to rehash things that have been going on for so long. We definitely touch those as well, but I love these difficult reasons that we don't really touch too much, that we need to have, because as this war unfolds, the people who are going to execute this new heaven and this new earth, this building, practically speaking, because His Majesty reached out to the black elite in America, in all of these societies. Yes, he did also reach out to the poor and the needy and the grassroots. That was also done, definitely. But there was substantial outreach to the black elites to come and to leverage their skills and abilities for the building of Zion. So that's something that we're gonna get more detailed on, and we're gonna bring some receipts. I have some guests planned, so stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And before we go any further, let me just big up the Lion Pride. If you subscribe, you are part of the Lion Pride. Big up all of the Lion Pride internationally. Again, we're headed full speed to 15,000 subscribers. We're gonna hit that this coming strong. We're almost there, And remember that the goal for this year, for 2024, the Roman calendar year 2024, was 10,000. So we're already almost 5,000 over the goal. So big up all Lion Pride, everyone who has supported this movement, making a vision that I've had into a reality, showing the power that this liberty has, you know what I mean? Demonstrating in real time. Big up the Lion Pride on Patreon, you know what I mean? The economic engine of this platform. We are now at 26 Fire Angels in the Lion Pride. That's more than a quarter to our goal of 100. It's getting sticky. We have little over a month left to go before January morning, and we still have 74 more people to get in the Patreon to meet that initial goal. I know I have 100 solid Lion Pride members. It's just, how do I get the item to come on board in the Patreon, you know, for the cost of a cup of coffee that you would buy? Can I get a cup of coffee worth of investment from the item for a month, you know, which is $5, which is the minimum requirement to be a part of the Lion Pride on Patreon? Or can I get 2 cups of coffee, you know what I mean, every 2 strong, which is the $10 commitment? The coffee wakes you up. I say that this platform is waking up our Rastafari family. Let I get the chance to harness the power of the collective to show us all and demonstrate what we can do. I think we're worth it. I think we're valued. You know, I think we have value. I think that Rastafari deserves a world-class platform with Rastafari-centric content. You know, that's the vision that we have. I think we're worthy. The only way that that can be built is on a crowdfunding platform, to be truly independent, to really represent the essence of what Rastafari is, which is for the people. The people have to fund it, so no one is coming to save us. Yes, I could build a platform and then go to investors or go to sponsors, but then they would have too much talk. We want the people, the audience, the Lion Pride to have the talk. Big up everyone who sees the vision early. 26 of us from around the world are now standing. I'm just a representative. The Lion Pride on Patreon is working together to fund and make sure that this vision continues and that it grows. So to the 26 of our Lion Pride that have invested, I just want to say give thanks. I need 74 more of the family. And like I said, each clip, each video, we're getting at least 100 views on anything that we put on the channel now. So the channel starts soaking. So we give thanks. So I know for sure that we have over 100 solid Lion Pride on the platform. So I just need the item to upgrade so that we can hit the mark. Because remember, this is a testament. When we hit that mark, when we hit our marks, and we set our goals and we hit the goals, that inspires, you know what I mean, that youth that is in Uganda, who is a silent watcher, who say, yeah man, I see the Ras vulnerable and put himself out there and looking for his goal, and he meet the, I'm going to embark on my goal. You know what I mean? It inspires many when we can hit the goal, and I don't mind to be that person, to be vulnerable and to put myself out there, because I've been advising people to do it as a creative industry attorney for years, and not many of the clients I've had have taken me up on it, so I'm doing it myself. I have newfound respect for content creators and what it takes to actually make it work, because I know 1 or 2 times, you know, you have to ask, but it's repetition, it's consistency, you know what I mean? It's continually bringing the product to the people, and the people seeing, okay, the Ras is really doing the work. And I see so many of the item comment how the item love the work. So now I'm asking the item, the same ones who are commenting, who congratulate I'm asking the I them humbly. Just join the Patreon, Mecca and I, because this is just early. There's so much vision that we have in terms of top tier Rastafari content. And when Rastafari is up, the whole Pan-African thing I got up. May I tell you, remember say Rastafari music liberates Southern Africa, reggae music made by Rastafari creatives. So you can imagine when we have our own platform and it's powerful and it's mighty and it's pushing out our messaging out there. It's going to be something to behold in the history of the Pan-African movement, and it starts right here. So we can make that difference. So join us. Big up the Ubuntu Lion Pride. Who's the Ubuntu? These are people more than $50. You become part of the Ubuntu Lion Pride. Big up all. We have 3 brethren, and I love that the brethren them are the first to kind of step into the Ubuntu. But we're looking forward for sistering others. You might not have a steady stream of income, but you can still get your name associated with the platform and to show the world that yes, I'm doing something. I'm an active person in Rastafari, independent, non-aligned media rising. So big up all the Ubuntu Lion Pride. And what if you don't have $1? I want to just be clear, you can join the Patreon for free. So, and that is good because then we have your email and you can get the newsletter and get updates. If we ever get kicked off of YouTube, we're still connected. We're not going to stop if we get kicked off of YouTube because YouTube don't like what we're saying. This is not going to stop. We're going to be launching a new platform in the Roman calendar New Year on Rumble. We're going to check out that platform, which their claim to fame is they don't deal with as much censorship. So we're going to launch on that platform, and we're going to be doing other things as well. You know what I mean? So definitely you can sign up for free if you don't have $1. And if you don't have $1 to your name, you can like, subscribe, and share. And then you become part of our Action Lion Pride. So, and I can see by the analytics how many times the videos are shared. And trust me, the Action Lion Pride at work quietly. So big up the Action Lion Pride. And if you don't want to do a thing, but you just watching, then you're part of the Watch and Peep Lion Pride. And we big up the watchers, those who watch. The vast majority of people who are interacting with the content are just watchers. They just watch. And I just want to say give thanks to the item. The peepers now are the people who come to watch, but they're watching to see whether we pop down bad intention, bad mind, the haters. We big them up as well because they're part of the ecosystem. Just like any healthy ecosystem has fungus and all kind of thing in there. Your creative ecosystem is going to have the peepers. You can't get rid of them. If you don't have peepers, then you're not doing anything. You're probably not active. You know what I mean? Because some people just don't like you. They just don't take to what you do. And I big them up. I choose to deal with them that way because they are part of spreading the word when they chat your name. So give thanks to everyone in the Lion Pride. Also, Ramia King Design, my good brethren, LIDJ, big up yourself. Big up CMAS Life, Raswool, Phil Potts, the greatest CMAS drink I ever taste. I have to big them up. And also, I want to just take the time to big up the anniversary development of RasTafari. As we are doing this episode, we are at the memorial of our elder Ras Iris. So, as a matter of fact, I want to just do a moment of silence for our elder, Ras Iris. And we are chanting Isis as this is airing live. We are at the memorial. I'll physically be at the memorial for our elder. And we're going to do an episode to just celebrate the life and to share why he's important to the history of Rastafari movement. So stay tuned for that. But right now, let's just give a moment of silence for the ancient. Mighty, 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 mighty. All right, so today, as we say, episode, we're looking at 534 people of African descent from the diaspora receiving Ghanaian citizenship, a major move. This is sending shockwaves through the Pan-African world because a lot of people are talking about welcoming the diaspora home, but Ghana is going further by actually granting full citizenship. So this allows you land ownership, this allows you to start a business, this allows you to get your Ghana card, to get phone service, anything at all. If you want to do business in Ghana, you need to have either residency or citizenship. So this is a big deal in terms of legitimizing many of the people who have gone to Ghana to answer the call of Beyond the Return, as you can hear by the president's address in the intro to this video. You know, this is, you know, they had the year of return, and this is now part of the Beyond the Return. So they're putting their money where their mouth is. Reasoning with I brethren Bingishan, he said that the event was flawlessly executed. That was his word, flawless. And he said they had food, even food for, you know, vegan items, cuisine was there, different things. So everything was thought out. Not everybody got to walk across the stage. The elders and the young people were given priority. But he said everything was executed flawlessly. So, you know, we're looking at Nigeria, Senegal, you know, the Gambia, Sierra Leone, all of these countries on the western coast to look at this and follow suit. Don't be surprised if you see Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali start to open up in this way now too, because these countries have started to nationalize their resources. So they're going to be earning a lot of currency for development. They're going to want professionals to come in and to help them develop their societies. So again, I think that this is going to start some friendly competition, you know, for the diaspora. So we have to be ready, and this is the contrast to the wars and doom and gloom that we see in the Western press, in the Western media. This is the other part. So when His Majesty said Africa's Armageddon is past, this is the follow-up. We talked about that last episode. This is the follow-up to show that no, Africa is emerging. You know what I mean? It's a process. Yes, there are conflicts. Yes, the Congo, Sudan, Cameroon, you know what I mean? Central Africa Republic, Mali, you know, we have insurgencies, jihadist groups and things, and a lot of these are funded by outside sources, as I said. And as the Armageddon war around the world rages, the funding for a lot of these groups I am predicting will dry up, thus giving more impetus. And then the other thing is that Africa's population is mostly youths. So once the youths, them, you know, the information and they see the return and the success stories, do you want to go get paid to be a soldier to fight an insurgency, or do you want to try to be a part of the new Africa that's emerging? You know what I mean? So the youths, them, I think, are going to start rejecting tribalism and the war, and they're mostly old people that are sending the youths into conflict. Remember, the youths, them are plugged into electronics, this, that, them not, the youths, them are not passionate about war, I can tell you. So the more that we provide opportunity, is the less you're going to see the youths joining these insurgent groups and these wars that are being fueled and fought by the youths of Africa. These wars are going to stop. So this is a time of rejuvenation, regeneration for Africa. This is the pre-repatriation, because we always say repatriation, the true repatriation in truth and rights is government to government. It's acknowledging the injustice, you know, because transatlantic slavery was also government to government, you know, government stealing people and bringing them to new lands and these things. So repatriation in its fullness will be that. But there are phases, and the stage that we are in now is the repatriation, where we have the pioneer states opening the gates, granting citizenship. We have the entrepreneurial diasporans who are starting to go into the continent, who have been going into the continent, but that is now accelerating. Business opportunities. We have the visuals. We have people like Woda Maya, you know what I mean, who are highlighting the continent, breaking down the stereotypes, breaking the chains. The Lion Voice Network, we're about to join that group because, again, with the funding from the Lion Pride, when we get proper funding, we're going to be moving around the continent and showing people in the West what's really happening on the ground, but from a Rastafari perspective in Africa. So we're going to be one of those platforms, which is why it's important to support, because again, the Bantu family, we are in process of relocating to Ghana. We want to be in one of the next batches of citizenship. So all of this is happening, family. It's going to be so powerful. And again, we are honored to bring you this exclusive footage. Big up the Habisha family for providing the exclusive footage. Big up Dingishan. A lot more is coming. We have the plug, you know what I mean? So we give thanks and praises. So family, what did the item think about this major step, the repatriation? Let's have the reasoning in the comments. Remember, we are sealing the year strong. We have some big interviews to drop. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe, spread the word, continue to watch, go forward into the Lion Log and watch the older videos. We do have a Ghana repatriation playlist. Go and watch, and you can see some of the footage of our works in Ghana, West Africa. But the gateway, Ghana is the gateway. The door is now open. Are you ready? Are you thinking about repatriation? Is it important to the item? We'll put up a poll on the community tab. But let us know in the comments. What are your thoughts? We want to know why. Because the time has come for the Lions to tell our own story. And this is the Lion's Voice.
Lion Voice.
Well, great is the Almighty, and greatly to be praised in the city of Haile, Selassie I, the mountain of His holiness.
Yeah, from Cape to Cairo, from Timbuktu to the Nile, you know, the whole entire continent.
Beautiful for situation, the joy of the whole earth is Mount Zion, from Accra to Addis Ababa.
Yes, it's a beautiful continent, better control, mama.
Very beautiful.
From Cape to Cairo, from Timbuktu to the Nile, I smile. From
I hear you call Mama Africa. Been so long since I see Mama. Father of Africa set the law. The lion come and dismantle Babylon flaw. We gonna use solar energy, use sanitation to build the ecology. We utilizing green technology. We hailing Haile Selassie first without apology. And then we build the youths them economy. We dismantle Babylon monopoly. We teach the youths them how to live properly. Tell them make sure them got the title for them property.
yes, this beautiful continent, better control, mama. Cape to Cairo, from Timbuktu to the Nile, I smile. From
I love you, mama, your heart never harden. I wanna turn all your slums into garden. I wanna stop all of your youths from starving. I wanna stop all of your tribes from warring. So much to say, so many feelings. We both been hurt, we both need healing. Since the League of Nations you've been appealing. You stand up against them backdoor dealing. I hear you call Mama Africa. Been so long since I see Mama. Father of Africa set the law. The lion come and dismantle Babylon flaw. Then I hear you call Mama Africa. Been so long in America. Father of Africa set the law. The lion come and dismantle Babylon flaw.
So be still, all enemies of Jah. Know that he is the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, the Lion Conqueror. And it was said of Ethiopia, the highest himself shall establish her. His Majesty was born there.
And I know that I love you so. There's no place that I'd rather go. Tired of walking through slush and snow. Repatriation, that's a must I know.
Yes, into this beautiful continent. Mama